Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving deep inside the cell to explore the bustling, jelly-like world of the cytoplasm. It's a fascinating place where all the action happens, so let's get started. First, let's clear up a couple of key terms. You might have heard of protoplasm. Think of protoplasm as the entire living substance of a cell, but in more complex cells called eukaryotic cells. This protoplasm is neatly divided into two main parts: the nucleus, which is like the cell's command center, and the cytoplasm, which is everything else filling up the cell. So, what exactly is the cytoplasm? Imagine a cell is like a water balloon. The rubber of the balloon is the plasma membrane, the outer skin. Inside, if you have a small marble floating around, that's the nucleus. The cytoplasm is all the water filling the space between the marble and the rubber skin. It's this region, sandwiched between the nuclear membrane and the plasma membrane, that we call the cytoplasm. And it's not just in complex eukaryotic cells. Even simpler prokaryotic cells have cytoplasm. It's a universal feature of life. Now, a big difference between the cytoplasm in these two cell types is what's floating around inside. In eukaryotic cells, the cytoplasm is packed with tiny membrane-bound structures called organelles, each with a specific job. It also has a supportive framework called prokaryotic cells. On the other hand, are much simpler. Their cytoplasm doesn't have these complex organelles or a cytoskeleton. Let's talk about what the cytoplasm is actually made of. It's about 90% water, but it's not just plain water. It's a rich, soupy solution that contains all the fundamental building blocks of life. We're talking about ions, salts, sugars, amino acids, and even dissolved gases. These are all small molecules that dissolve completely, forming a true solution. But that's not all. There are also larger molecules, like proteins, floating around. These don't dissolve completely. Instead, they form what's called a colloidal solution, which gives the cytoplasm its unique, gel-like consistency. This consistency isn't uniform throughout the cell. The cytoplasm has different zones. The inner portion, closer to the nucleus, is more watery and less viscous. We call this the cytosol. The outer part, right up against the plasma membrane, is thicker and more gel-like. This is called the cytogel. This difference in consistency is super important for the cell's structure and function. Have you ever seen those videos of things moving around inside a cell? That amazing movement is called cyclosis, or cytoplasmic streaming. It's a circular flow within the cytoplasm driven by tiny protein threads called myofilaments. They contract and relax, pushing the cytoplasm and all its contents around the cell. This is how the cell ensures that nutrients, proteins, and other important materials get distributed exactly where they need to go. It's like a tiny, self-stirring pot. Finally, let's discuss the cytoplasm's main jobs: metabolism and storage. The cytosol, that watery inner part, is a major hub of metabolic activity. This is where many essential chemical reactions happen, like glycolysis, the process of breaking down sugar to release energy, and protein synthesis, where the cell builds the proteins it needs to function. The cytoskel, the thicker outer layer, often acts as a storage depot. It holds onto useful compounds that the cell can use later, and it also temporarily stores waste products before they can be removed from the cell. So, the cytoplasm is much more than just empty space. It's a dynamic, highly organized environment that supports all the machinery of life. It's the stage where the drama of the cell unfolds every single second. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this journey into the cell interesting, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more biology deep dives. See you in the next video.